Welcome, everyone, to Chapter 7 of the 9 Trials. When we last left off, everyone got a bath. We met the Queen of the Squirrels and learned that there is a trespassing coyote with 3 cubs terrorizing the neighborhood. Orange chicken and pizza crust was for lunch, and the raccoon mafia was about to make its move. My name is Anne, and I will be your storyteller.
I am Dustin, and I am playing Jitters.
I'm Francis, and I am playing Princess Snowball.
I am Kay, and I'm going to be playing Kirsch.
There are 3 raccoons in front of you. One looks like the brains, one looks like the brawn, and the other one looks just plain shifty. "You guys are in big trouble," says the one that looks like the brains.
Wait. Huh? In trouble with... What are you talking about?
I mean, you guys need to make sure that you are, doing things right. And we are very disappointed. You're in big trouble.
Are you friends with Lord Sassafras?
Friends with Lord Sassafras. The 3 raccoons look at each other. They laugh. They, hit each other with their elbows. Friends. Sassafras, my ass.
Is that a yes? Or a no?
The one that looks like the brawn is still laughing. The one that looks like the brains is just kind of looking at you through squinty eyes. Like, is she kidding? He looks back and forth to the rest of you like, is she kidding?
And
I kind of like.
if she's...
I kind of like.
If he looks at us, I'm going to kind of like shake my head no.
Huh. You guys seem to find yourselves in a little bit of a spot, he says, checking his fingernails.
And what exactly is that spot you speak of?
Well, you guys went across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And then you came back.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you see, when you come back, there's a street toll that must be paid. The other 2 raccoons giggle a little bit. What'd you say, little one?
I said I didn't see any signs.
This looks like a pretty good sign to me. And the very large, very brawny raccoon flexes his muscles at you. They're actually kind of impressive. He looks pretty strong.
Can I roll Purr to see if I can convince him to give us a first-timers discount?
Sure.
Excellent. Got my brand new Princess Snowball dice here.
Yes.
Ooh. My Purr is a 70 and I rolled a 74.
What do you say to him?
Anyway, you can give a couple cute cats a first-timers discount.
He looks around at all of you and he says, "All right, which one of you is the cute one?"
Wow.
Well, that definitely is not me. So, I mean, okay, hold on a second. Unfortunately, I do apologize that we were unaware of this toll. If we knew, we would have been more than happy to, of course, bring such necessities with us. What exactly is the toll that maybe we can simply go get it for you?
Interesting. I like you, he says. We like food.
Okay.
We accept useful shiny things.
Ah, shiny.
And the street is one with secrets, my friend. Information is always an acceptable currency.
Ah, some information. Well,
I'm Kirsch. Is that information?
Again, he looks at you with narrowed eyes. She's for real, huh? For real?
technically, she is correct. It is information, but I understand that you're probably looking for a different kind of information.
Oh.
Tradable information, actionable information, my friend. Or
Okay.
we may have to take a little bit of action. And the brawny raccoon is definitely trying to intimidate you. He's popping his fist, his open his closed fist into his open hand and just looking at you. He's actually really interested in picking a fight.
Princess
Okay.
Snowball is scared shitless, but she takes out all of the strength that she can muster to look him dead in the eyes and yawn.
Oh shoot. Okay,
I'm
cool. So you're trying to what
not
effect
trying
would
to
you
do
like to
anything. I just want it to be known that I looked him dead in the eyes and I yawned while he flexed.
let's see if he buys it. He buys it.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
you're looking mighty comfortable there, little one.
Which one's the little one? I mean, because I'm
Am
kind of
I the
like,
little one?
He's looking at Princess Snowball.
oh,
I kind of examine like my claws, like I'm just like looking at my nails, and I'm just like, I've seen tougher.
Oh yeah, pray tell.
okay. Wait. Cool it. I mean, getting violent's not going to help anyone here.
Oh,
However, we
I'm
do
not trying
happen
to
to
get
have
violent. I'm not. Listen, I'm sure that you.
intimidating the one that is going to get violent is not going to help.
I mean, listen, I'm sure that you could kick my ass, so to speak, but well, it'd hardly be the scariest creature I've seen. That's all I'm saying.
And again, pray tell.
No, I'm sorry. I've held the conversation for too long. What were we discussing?
Yes, we were discussing about important information. And actually, that is an excellent segue, Princess. Thank you.
Yo, you're
We
certainly
actually happen to
welcome.
have, speaking of dangerous creatures, we do have some information about a dangerous creature
Oh,
that
we
might
do?
might be helpful
One
to
even
you
scarier than
and
you.
the group of your raccoons.
All right. I'm listening.
Ah, well, this is the thing though. I don't want you to just be, I don't want to tell you the information and then be like, well, that information isn't good enough. I, and I know how important this information is to especially someone such as yourself, like, say, who wouldn't want some of their allies to be going in the wrong place and happen to get hurt by said dangerous creature?
Roll your purr, please.
Crap.
You're trying to convince him to listen to you. You're kind of dancing around an argument, so I want to see if he buys it.
Okay. He I have a 30 in my purr. And I rolled an 87.
Oh boy. Okay.
Why am I the one who's talking? Why am I
So as you're
Because Kirsch
talking,
doesn't know better.
your explanation starts to get a little faster and your voice pitch starts to go up as you're talking a little bit, and he just isn't buying any of it, and he's like, it looks like, excuse me, it definitely sounds like you're trying to buy some time. You know what, we're not new here, but you are. So I feel like, maybe we need to move ahead with this a little faster, or, maybe we just need to take out our payment, if you know what I mean.
um well, I mean, okay. How about the location of a dangerous coyote?
All coyotes are dangerous.
A coyote that has 3 cubs to protect.
What do I want to know about three cubs? What am I going to do with three coyote cubs?
As in, like, don't go near. I'm sorry. Have you ever gotten close to a coyote's cubs? Have you ever seen that intense ferocity that a coyote mom would have to anyone who comes even close to where her den is? I mean, if any of your group happens to get anywhere near this location, you can kiss your furry raccoon butts goodbye, and it'll be eaten up by this mama coyote.
You feel a little tough there, huh?
Me? Never.
All right. All right. He looks back and forth between the other two, the brains and the shifty, and he says, "You tell us this information, we check it out. If it turns out to be true, we don't come back and try and kick your ass."
Okay. So, I tell you the location, you check on said location, and you would know that I was telling the truth. So, the location of this mama coyote with her cubs is by the river underneath the bridge. So I would actually let all of your friends, or let's say your associates, to know that that's probably not the best place to go if you don't want to get eaten.
We generally avoid the bridge anyway. The bridge and the dam, those aren't places respectable animals go. But we'll check out your information, and if this turns out to not be true, you're the one who should be watching your fuzzy butts. Oh.
Understood.
They turn around and waddle away, taking their time. After a couple of steps, the shifty looking one, the brains whisper something to the shifty looking one, and the shifty looking one disappears. He runs into a gutter somewhere and is off to, you presume, maybe to go tell the others. They
Hmm.
disappear around a corner.
All right. So this is actually a little bit of an information that is actually quite useful. Seeing how those raccoons did not know about the coyote under the bridge, that means they are probably also not working with the coyote under the bridge. Interesting.
That's that's good, I think.
Well, you know what they say, an enemy of my enemy is my friend. So,
Do they say that?
yes. Oh, in other words, if I can somehow maybe use the raccoons against the coyote, this might make our lives a lot easier. But
Hmm.
anyways, that's something for further on down the line. I'm can I look around and see if like the coast is clear, how far away the raccoons are, and see if there's any other um seedy individuals?
The raccoons went up the street and made a right. If you go up the street and continue straight down, you'll eventually hit the park and the side of the park that has the tennis courts. It looks clear. They turned. They're gone.
Okay. Well, we need to get back to Lord Sassafras and probably inform him that some of this information. Question: do I
Hmm.
know about the do I know that they are members of the raccoon mafia?
You've never seen the raccoon mafia. You know that it exists. It exists in every city. You've never seen them before. This is the first time they've appeared to you. But most other animals know of their existence.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Yay. Okay, so is everyone ready to move on? I mean, we were heading towards Lord Sassafras to give him the information that we have found to complete this trial and maybe get a new one. This is getting I have to admit, this is getting more and more complicated. I mean, is Dirt Cat with us?
Dirt Cat is with you. He kind of hung out in the back.
Hey, hey, Dirt Cat, have you
Yeah.
ever have you ever heard of the trials being like this? I mean, it seems like we're getting some political intrigue going on here.
The last I heard of anybody actually completing the trials was Lord Sassafras. I mean, honestly, not everybody gets this far.
Wait, what?
Hmm.
I thought all cats. Wait, does that mean everybody else isn't a cat? I'm confused.
Wait.
Snuffles comes over and pats Kirsch on the shoulder with his paw. Kind of a there.
Um. Okay, so I am a little confused. Would I have known how many cats have and haven't passed these trials?
Hmm. That's a good question.
Or is it
Um,
kind of like a deep, dark secret that once you pass the trials, you become like an upper echelon and you're just like assumed to be living the high life and are just never heard from again?
these might be good questions for Lord Sassafras.
Okay. Do I actually know anyone who has passed the trials?
Lord Sassafras.
Okay, so the only person I know is Lord Sassafras.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, alrighty then. Good to know. All right.
Political
Interesting.
intrigue.
All right. So is everyone ready to go back? And talk to Lord Sassafras?
I think so.
Dude, let's go.
All right. That's. But everyone, stay stealthy. And because as we walk in the directions that the raccoons went, when we get to the part where they turned right,
Mm-hmm.
I do kind of want to peek around the corner and see if they're there.
When you get to that point, you turn the corner and roll your senses.
Senses go. Oh, cool. So I have a 62 and I rolled a 53.
There's nobody down there. There's some
Okay.
birds flying around the trees, but anything with fur, you don't see anything.
All right. Coast is clear, guys. Let's go.
Princess
I
Snowball, roll your instinct.
Okay, let's do it.
I know you love it when I ask you to do that.
uh, I got a 21. Sorry, 27, but that doesn't really make a difference.
The three rats are following you.
I look at them and just kind of make eye contact.
They freeze.
I was about to say, do they freeze? I just look at them and kind of nod and then keep walking.
Okie dokie. Next time you glance back, they're gone. But you can feel them on you.
Okay.
Their little beady rat eyes are definitely on you. Cool. So you guys continue down the street. Do you just head for the clearing?
Yeah, I'm assuming that I'm just heading towards the rendezvous point in order to get to Lord Sassafras.
You get to the clearing, and again, Lord Sassafras is pacing back and forth on that log. Anthony
Before we
is
make
there.
I'm sorry,
Hmm.
before they see us,
Hmm.
is there any way I can kind of get close enough to just get Lord Sassafras's attention?
Sure, you can try that. How would you like to? You want to pull him out of the clearing?
Kind of. I want to see if I can maybe sneak up like around the side, like through some bushes and kind of be like, "Psst, Lord Sassafras," and kind of get him to come over here because I kind of want only him to know certain details about things I'm going to say and not anyone else.
Okay. If you want to try and sneak around to the sort of the back side of the clearing, roll your. Let's see, what would be the best one for that? Probably you're being dexterous. You're trying to sneak, so I'm going to say pounce.
Okie dokie. All right, so I'm going to use.
Does anybody else go with him?
Mm, I
Hey,
probably do.
all right, so if you guys want to come with me, I'm going to try to be very stealthy and sneak around. I want to see if I can get Lord Sassafras alone for a little bit.
I mean, don't we normally see him alone?
Mm, no, I think normally there's like a whole bunch of cats around. He has his little minion raccoon.
That's
Um,
true.
I don't think I've ever seen him by himself. He always has an entourage, so to speak.
Okay.
Princess Snowball, are you going to go with them?
I mean, where else am I gonna go?
Okay, Snuffles is down with whatever Jitter's plan is, and Dirt Cat just wants to keep his butt safe, so he will go ahead and do that with you guys. Everyone roll your pounce. Oh, cool.
Nike. Oh, that's really bad. So I have a 60 and I rolled a 90.
Cool.
I got an 18.
Okay. Princess,
I'm sorry, what were you rolling?
pounce, please.
Ouch. Ooh. Oh, no. I misread that.
That's a moment where you're like, I'm so sneaky. I'm so sneaky. And then you're like, oh, wait, maybe I
Yeah,
shouldn't be
Yeah.
no,
saying that.
I got a 67. In the light, it looked like double zeros.
Mm,
Dirtcat and Snuffles and Kirsch, who are a little bit behind, are being super low to the ground and their ears are flat and they're creeping through the grass. Jitters is leading the way. He's feeling his leadership and snap crack steps right onto a fallen branch. As the last bit of that crack sound echoes, Jitters looks up and is nose to nose with Anthony. How you
Hey,
doing?
doing good, doing good. We're returning to see Lord Sassafras. And we have important information to give him. And I kind of give him like, wink wink.
He leans into you doing the same sort of stage whisper you did, and he says, "He's in the clearing."
Oh, okay. Excellent. Thank you so much for that tidbit of information. I think we will head on over to the clearing.
Princess, roll your senses.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
I got a. I misread it again. I'm so excited. 72.
Is that bad?
Yeah, well, I don't. My highest is a 70, and that's in
Cool.
purse, so yeah.
You don't really catch it. It's kind of in the corner of your eye, but Anthony's posture does not seem pleased. Just out of the corner of your eye behind you.
Hmm.
And he kind of stands there facing the clearing, seeing what you guys will do.
Would I be able to kind of sense what his unpleasantness, unpleasedness is about?
How would you like to discern that?
Um,
You want to look at
just
him? Do you want to sniff
kind
him?
I kind of want to get like just like a vibe from
Vibe
him.
check.
A vibe, yeah, vibe check.
So instinct would be your vibe check.
Yes. Crap. I have a 70 on my
Yeah.
instinct. I rolled a 98.
Mm,
You
My
are
instinct.
so embarrassed from stepping on that twig that you're really not focusing on anything else.
Nuts. All right. Du.
So funny. Do you all enter the clearing from sort of the backside towards Lord Sassafras?
I guess so, yeah.
As you enter the clearing, you see Lord Sassafras and his new uh, companion, Jacques. And Lord Sassafras is pacing back and forth on the log. He's looking regal but impatient.
So I guess I would kind of walk up naturally and kind of do the proper um uh sitting down and looking like give him the proper respect.
My friends, you have returned. What news do you bring?
Ah, yes, Lord Sassafras, we have returned. And we have some news about our coyote friend.
Yes, yes, yes.
However, though, Lord Sassafras, I don't know if this is information that you would want everybody to hear. I mean, I would think that you would like to know the information, and then you can, in your great wisdom, can decide on what everybody should know.
Roll paw. Or roll purr.
Dang it. Okay, I don't like those dice. I'm going to try these. These are the dice that have been. Yeah, I got a 7.
Nice. You are wise, my friend, very wise. Let us all take a short stroll. He jumps off the log and walks back out of the clearing the way that you guys just came in and walks down to an area that is bordered by two little hedges. He takes you in there. The sun has now gone down. There's very, very little light left, but you can see the edges of these two hedges, and you're sitting right in the middle of it. Friend, tell me what you have learned.
The
Well,
mall has
Lord,
yummy food.
that
Oh,
is
yes, it does. So I see that you have met the Queen of the Squirrels.
Yes. I have to admit, I had never been to Food Valhalla before, and it holds up to all that is talked about. All of the wondrous things that people say are so true.
And what did Her Highness share with you?
So, apparently, the coyote has been harassing her people as well, and she has lost of her a few of her subjects to this coyote as well. So if we are ever looking for an ally, that is probably a good place to look first. Second, we have the Her Majesty knew of the location of the coyote's den. We found out that it is under the bridge down by the river.
Hmm, hmm, he says, taking this in. The bridge, it is a dangerous place. The bridge and the dam is not a place where respectable cats go.
Then that would actually probably be a really good place to have a hideout. So that is where, and also they said that they knew that the coyote has 3 cubs. So in a little bit of time, we're not going to have just one coyote that is, let's say, a little bit more fearless to go after a meal. We're going to have 4 coyotes.
At the mention of 3 cubs, he kind of looks at you sideways and one of his eyes goes wide. He takes in the rest of what you're saying. He says, "Yes, this threat must be dealt with immediately." And I think you're the cats to help me.
Huh?
Huh?
I don't know what you expect us to do, but continue. And I look at him like I've given him permission to speak.
Nice. He kind of is taken aback a little bit by your attitude, but he continues on because his confidence is that overwhelming.
Mm, I'll break them down slowly but surely.
You, this group here, you are proving yourselves to be invaluable. As you know, and he kind of moves in to gather you guys, and he's done this before, trying to create this sort of cat cone of silence. As you know, we have a treaty with the coyotes of the neighborhood. I happen
A
to
tree?
know a treaty.
Like a little treat?
No,
Oh
like
no, it's a big one.
it's like an
Uh,
agreement.
yes, an
Oh, okay.
agreement between us and the coyotes that uh, live here. Um, I happen to know that they are not aware of this information and would probably, how should I say, with this information, take care of the problem for us, if you understand my meaning.
Ah, yes, of course. That the enemy of my enemy, so to speak.
So to speak.
So to speak.
So to speak. Um, he pauses for a second. Jacques? Jacques? And Jacques appears, but he's right next to Lord Sassafras, and Lord Sassafras doesn't see him. He's looking over his head. Jacques! Jacques! Down here, sir? Lord Sassafras looks down. Oh, there you are! Where have you been? Um, we need the sausage. Oh, yes, sir. Very, very well, sir. And he disappears for a second. You hear the familiar scraping sound of the log being moved. You hear the scraping sound of the log being moved back, and you see Jacques come in between the two hedges with a piece of sausage that's bigger than he is. It's actually kind of a struggle to see him bring it over to you. And he puts the sausage down between Lord Sassafras's paws. Anything else, sir? That will be all now, Jacques. Thank you, my boy. He gives him a paw between the shoulder blades and nearly sends him tumbling, but Jacques recovers and trots back off into the clearing. My friends, the sausage! And he's just standing there looking all proud of this sausage.
Uh, well, it looks like a delicious sausage, sir.
Everyone roll your senses.
Oh, no.
23.
11.
Nice. Princess?
Poorly. Got an 85.
Oh.
So, Princess Snowball, in your travels, you just haven't run into a lot of sausage. There's not a lot of almond milk sausage recipe combinations. uh, be- but Kirsch, because you live in the bakery near the restaurant Salsicha, and Jitters and Snuffles, because, well, they've been on the streets and they've sat by that window and smelled the lovely things coming out of that kitchen. You recognize it as one of the bird sausages. Kind of tastes like a one of the birds that sits in the pond and goes quack quack. It's one of those sausages. It smells unbearably delightful.
Oh,
Mm.
that looks like a very delicious sausage, sir.
It is. It is. And you, my friends, are going to take it to the coyotes for a coyote parlay.
What?
No,
You
we're
you want
not.
us to you want
That's.
us to go and
I'm
Wait,
go
so
sorry.
ahead,
we
Are
Prince.
don't
you
get to
mouth
eat it?
trained? Okay, there's one of two things going on. You're either an idiot and a terrible leader, or you're setting us up to die. So which is it?
He gets very close to you. This sausage is your key to safe passage.
Again,
Um
You're either mouse brained or you are setting us up to die. So, which is it? Because we're not going
I
near the coyotes. That's
okay,
ridiculous. Some
okay,
of
okay,
us
okay. I
value
think
our fur, thank you.
okay.
Princess
Even though
Snowball, you hear a
Hmm.
light rustle in the bushes. You know it's the rats. They're listening to the whole thing.
This is not what I was supposed to be doing at all.
Okay, okay. I think okay, Lord Sassafras. Not the fact that I agree with the words that she is saying, but I do understand the tone, and I have the same kind of concerns. What would be stopping our coyote friends from, say, eating us and then eating the sausage?
And how come we can't eat the sausage?
Lord Sassafras looks over at Kirsch and he says, "That is a good question, my young friend. We don't eat the sausage because it is part of the treaty. You see the walnut that you gave the queen of the squirrels. You remember that?
Yes.
As part of the treaty of all the animals in the neighborhood, when we wish to parlay, when we wish to have a conversation, we provide a token. And this, my friends, this sausage is your token to the coyotes in the neighborhood with whom we have a treaty."
I mean, the sausage is a really big treaty.
Kirsch, roll your. I feel like you're trying to resist, but I want to see if you do. Senses.
Okay.
Can I ask a question? Not as Mrs. Snowball, like
I got a
investigate.
98,
Yeah,
so.
that's a fail. We'll get to that. Yes,
Can we get
Francis?
tuna for
Oh, we
our?
still haven't gotten tuna.
Oh. Yes, if you would like to ask him about your tuna, you can.
Yeah. So I'm gonna switch my tail and go. Excuse me. We were promised tuna, and my friend is hungry, so we would really like our tuna, please. We finished our trial.
My friends, forgive me. I was just so
Mm,
excited with this information that you have provided. My friends, come back into the clearing and we shall provide you with your well earned tuna.
thank you.
He takes you back into the clearing and you see Anthony and Jacques there. Again, you don't see the other cats or any other animals, but it's very clear that you guys are really in the center of this stage. You are being watched. Lord Sassafras says, "Anthony and Jacques," which he says with a little bit more enthusiasm than he says Anthony. "The tuna, if you please." The two of them working together move the log, root around, and pull out a couple of packets of tuna and hand them out to each of you and return the log back to where it was. So now each one of you has one of those foil pouches of tuna.
Is this our
Ah,
fifth thing of tuna?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, just trying to confirm, like on a meta level. It'd be really helpful if I could find a pencil and not just a pen. This happens every week. I don't have any pen.
Also, Lord Sassafras has not left the sausage in between the hedges. He's brought that with him, gingerly in his mouth, and has put it down on the ground.
Oh well, good for him. I'm so glad
Kirsch is
someone
gonna be
watching the
staring
sausage.
straight at the sausage as she's opening up her tuna and eating it.
The sausage smells really, really good. From the bakery, you've been smelling this the entire time you've been there. It is kind of smoky and kind of gamey. And it smells really, really good.
Hey, do any of you have a pencil sharpener I could borrow?
yeah, I've got one right here.
Oh,
Do you want
thank
to
you.
come back to California to get it?
Can I use that real quick?
Sure, here you go.
Oh, thanks.
Oh wait.
Oh, perfect. It's sharp. Oh, shoot. I forgot. That doesn't work.
Social
Nope.
distancing at its best.
Oh, it was funny. So, I'm sorry. Never mind. That's different subject altogether.
So you are able to open your tuna, no problem. You've been working with these foil pouches for a little while now, and you're getting pretty good at it. Everyone eats their tuna and adds 5 to the stat of their choice. Snuffles is going to add that to his purr, for goodness sakes.
I can't find a pencil, so I can't add mine.
And Dirt Cat, who's not having a lot of physical luck, is going to add that to his paws, I think.
Can I ask a question?
Yes,
Being
ma'am.
quick, is that pause or pounce? Can you remind me?
Pounce involves your dexterity, so that would
Okay.
be pounce.
Okay.
And
Um.
pause would be more like your attack.
Yeah, the use of your claws, anything that you would be doing to manipulate an object would be
Okay.
your paws.
Oh.
Yes, your claws, fighting, defending yourself, that would be your paws.
Cute. 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 Cute.
Cuckoo
I feel like I
choo.
should either do my ability to defend myself or my ability to run away, but I'm not sure which. Just knowing what we're stepping towards. Okay, I'm gonna like audibly tell you so that you can help me remember. I think I'm gonna add it to pounce. But I
Okay.
need to, find a pencil to do that. Oh, actually, maybe I know where one is. One moment.
So I also did make a note.
Oh, you made a note?
Yes, just in case
Ah.
he's
Oh, of Francis's improved
correct.
pounce. Got it.
Isn't we all just looking to improve our pounce? I mean, really. I don't know. I
Very
don't know what
true.
that means, you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, so the tuna is delicious. And some of you feel a little stronger. Some of you feel a little more aware. Some of you feel a little bit more charming. It's interesting. When you're finished, Anthony comes by and picks up the empty foil pouches and throws them away in a. He kind of pulls himself up on a trash can and throws them away in a trash can.
I found
Cool.
a pencil!
Yay.
It
So,
doesn't even need to be sharpened! Very,
oh, is it
very
one of those
exciting.
click ones?
Small
Yeah,
victories.
it's mechanical.
Lord Sassafras, there is one more thing I would like to inform you about, and that is that on our way here to inform you of the information that I have told you, we were stopped by three rather unsavory raccoons.
Unsavory raccoons, you say?
Yes, and they with while they were threatening us with physical violence, they said that we had to pay a toll. The toll that we had that they accepted was the information that I have given to you while in private. So I don't know if that is something important for you to know, but I thought it would be good for me to give you a heads up.
Everyone roll your instinct.
Yes, I have 70 and I wrote a 33.
13.
I have a 42 and I got a 52.
Kirsch is distracted and maybe salivating a little bit from the smell of the sausage. Everyone else, including Dirtcat and Snuffles, sees Lord Sassafras stiffen when you mention that this is the toll that you paid, and looking out of the side of his eye, and you can see him thinking. He's thinking. He's thinking furiously. You Everything you have told me, I just want to be clear. Everything you shared with me, you shared with these shakedown raccoons?
I'm trying to think. Yes, I tried to keep it as vague as possible, but I gave them the location.
I see. I see. He glances briefly over to Anthony, almost as if it's Anthony's fault, and it clearly isn't. But Anthony kind of looks away and is clearly looking uncomfortable. All right. All right. These raccoons that you ran into, we unfortunately do not have a treaty with these raccoons. Unfortunately, they are under the influence of another.
Another?
Wait,
I
but
would
Um,
what about Anthony?
avoid. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
What about Anthony?
Anthony, he is a member of our group. Anthony's looking really, really uncomfortable.
Can we roll per to like Virgus instinct to see if like we think he's telling, or I don't know, try to like see what he's thinking? Like, does he look guilty?
If Anthony looks guilty,
Yeah.
roll your instinct.
I rolled a 7. Tell me the truth, Anne.
As if I haven't been telling you the truth. Um, Anthony looks super uncomfortable. He clearly doesn't want to have this conversation, especially in front of all the eyes and ears that are on the clearing right now. There is definitely more to the story. It is clear there are things that Lord Sassafras is leaving out. You
Mm-hmm.
know that there's a raccoon mafia. Princess Snowball, you know that Anthony is in the pocket of Queen Victoria,
Mm-hmm.
and there's gotta be a story behind that.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you for telling me the truth for once, Anne.
What?
Just kidding.
Wow. Things
First of
got
all, you
really
rolled a
passive
7.
aggressive really quickly.
You rolled a
I'm
7, so of course. But like, I'm not lying to you.
no, that was a complete joke. Thank you.
You guys, I'm sweating.
all right. Well, Lord Sassafras, um, uh, I am very nervous about taking this peace offering to the our coyote allies.
Allies is an excellent word. Yes, yes, allies.
Uh,
You can't have
okay.
someone else do it?
Well,
Again,
my
this seems like a
friends.
job for some of your more experienced cats, not the newest members or the newest attempted members of cat society. It feels like we're being set up to die.
My friends. I do not wish harm on any of you. Who better to deliver this information to our coyote allies than the ones who heard it firsthand themselves? That holds weight, my friends.
I don't know if they're supposed to be these great dignified allies that we need to respect. Really sounds like maybe the leader should be paying them a visit.
The sausage speaks for me. Sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face.
well,
I don't know.
maybe we could have a royal emissary come with us, say a right paw person, a right paw.
Excellent, excellent idea. I like the way you think.
I don't know. I still think the leader would be helpful.
You're gonna make me laugh again.
Good.
Um, this group, I don't know how many of this are now. 5 of you. I am so proud of you. I am proud of you, my cat friends. You have this token. You have my word, and you can have Anthony accompany you.
Uh, um. Oh, okay. Anthony, where sounds good.
Anthony is
I'm not.
frozen to the spot, and
um,
his eyes are darting back and forth.
Anthony, how? I want to turn towards him. What do you think about the situation? Do you feel like this is the best group of animals to represent Lord Sassafras? As his right hand man, surely he'll respect your opinion.
Dang,
Can I
girl,
try to like convince him to like
roll your purr.
or
You're manipulating him. Yeah. Dang, girl.
oh my god. Never mind.
I'm gonna
My
mail
dice
you
hate
some new
me.
dice.
All of my
Anthony was there for your conversation with Lord Sassafras, so he's not buying it. Or your conversation with Queen Victoria, excuse me.
well, you know what? Maybe he should care more about his personal safety.
He walks up to Lord Sassafras, picks up the sausage, and says, "My lord, it is my honor to lead this group to the Coyote Parlay. It would be my great honor."
Kiss
Oh.
ass.
Does she say that? Does Princess Snowball say that like under her breath?
Oh, I
Yeah,
missed it. What did you say?
I said kiss ass.
I'm gonna see if he heard that. Oh yeah, he heard you.
Stop using my words against me, and that's not fair.
You said it out loud. The number of times a game master has used my own words against me. Um,
Uh,
Gotta learn consequences at some point, right?
everything has a consequence. He holds onto the sausage and starts to back up, and he says, "If you want to follow me, I'm
uh, uh,
ready."
all right,
Wait,
Sir
we're going
Anthony.
now?
What
Oh
better
yeah. What
time than the present, my friends?
what time
But
is it?
It is evening. It's early evening now.
but what about my humans?
There's just a long silence as she lets that hang in the air. Anthony turns around. "What about your humans?"
They
Well, they
I just
some
kind
of
of
us have loyal humans that would, I mean, that would definitely get worried and concerned for Kirsta's safety and might come looking for her. And that's the last place. That's the last thing we want is for humans to come looking for Kirsch at this moment.
"Well, then we'd better hurry," says Anthony.
but that coyote wasn't very nice.
"That's the point," says Anthony.
doesn't seem like a very
Oh.
thought out point to me.
Anthony's actively ignoring you.
Oh.
Um, I want to try like is Anthony leading?
He hasn't led the way out of the clearing yet. He is holding the sausage and he is ready to lead you to where they parlay with the coyotes.
Is it possible for me to kind of get him like for a moment alone with where we are at?
Sure, as you start to move out, you could probably settle up to him and have a at least mostly private conversation.
All right.
All right, so I guess lead the way, Sir Anthony.
He kind of scoffs a little bit. Are you being sincere when you say that? Are you being
Um,
snide?
I, it's more along the lines of, I'm a little tired. I mean, we did already just go get information from the squirrels, and now we immediately have to go and get information from the coyotes. So I'm
Does that
And
like,
mean
do
we have
another
to
okay,
roll
dangerous
it,
again?
trial.
it's off to another. I'm already like, wow, we're getting more than our. This is not what I expected the trials to actually be.
Are we gonna have to pay a toll again? Are we crossing the street again?
You will not be crossing the street again.
Okay. Just, thinking we should prepare if we do.
Sorry, I'm making a note. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, puppy.
hold
Anthony
on.
starts to lead the group out of the clearing onto the parkway next to the park. But he turns around and starts heading into the ritzier part of the neighborhood. Princess Snowball, if you'd like to saddle up to him and
Oh, yes. So I want to kind of come up to him and go, so I think your loyalties may lie in more than one place. And I think you and I both know that.
oh, I think you and I both know that.
Well, it leads one to wonder, where do your loyalties actually lie?
Loyalties lie on the side of me keeping my hide on my body.
So, in this specific case,
You have something you want to ask me?
I'm just wondering. I don't know how to say. I guess at this point I'm just wondering if our best interest is really your best interest. I want to confirm that if we're going into this together, we'll be working together.
Are you are you suggesting that you and I form an alliance? I want to be sure that I'm hearing what I'm hearing.
I mean, I always think having someone to watch your back is a good idea. Don't you agree?
It's always a good idea.
Well, then it sounds like we have that settled.
Roll your purr.
All right, dice, don't fail me now. Yes, 42. We're good.
I wouldn't worry about much right now,
But later,
friend. And you notice that he's leading you through the ritzy part of the neighborhood towards a house you recognize.
hmm.
Do I hear this little conversation that they're having?
You can certainly try if you'd like to roll your senses.
I would definitely like to try. And failed. So yeah, I don't hear anything. I have a 62 and I rolled an 83.
Yeah, you can see that they're talking, but you can't hear what the conversation is about.
Cuckoo. I was hoping to be able to at least get a little bit more information about the fact that Anthony has two loyalties at the moment.
Perhaps
So
three.
perhaps three. So I'm going to start kind of trotting up. I'm like,
Hmm.
the coyote get-togethers around here.
Just Follow me, we're almost there.
Where
He
are we
leads
going?
you
Can
between
I
two.
can
Go
I
ahead.
before that when he says that, can I roll to see I want to see if he's telling the truth, or at least kind of get the vibe of, is he actually leading us to the coyotes? Because if we're in the ritzy part of town, this is not an area that coyotes would mainly be.
Roll
Hmm.
your instinct.
Okay, instincts. Dang, 90. So I failed epically.
You've never been in this part of the neighborhood before, so you're not really sure what's back here.
Okay.
Anthony leads you between two houses to the backyard of a very ritzy home. In that backyard, sitting on an ottoman with a very large cushion, is a very large white cat. She sees Anthony approach. Darling, it's been so long.
I'm sorry, was this to me?
That is to the very large white cat sitting on the ottoman in the backyard.
Oh,
She says that to Anthony.
okay, sorry. I just like missed 10 seconds and was not sure if I was being spoken to. Apologize.
And I see, dear, that you've brought some friends. How delightful.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Um, Anthony, what are we doing here?
Anthony walks up to the large white cat and lays the sausage down in front of her. And he says, I've brought more than just some friends.
I thought that was for the coyote.
The large white cat kind of looks over the top of the head of Anthony to Kirsch in the back of the group. Oh, she is adorable, isn't she?
Can I is Snuffles close to me?
Sure.
Can I kind of lean over, whisper in his ear, and say, um, I'm trying to give him the cue, not the cue, but the warning of get ready to bolt. But I want to say that we've had like a key word for this. Like, hey, get ready to bolt if things go bad.
Cool. What's the keyword?
I'm gonna say, let me see here. Um, I'm gonna say, hey, buddy, broomstick.
Yeah, broomstick should be avoided. He hears you loud and clear.
Okay, and I'm gonna kind of. Is there anyone else that I could whisper to quite easily without being noticed?
Snuffles is next to you. Right behind you is Dirt Cat and Kirsch. Princess Snowball, where are you in the group?
I'm kind of where exactly are like we in the garden?
You're in the backyard. So imagine that there's a lot of concrete and dryscaping around. There are chairs and chaises and that sort of thing for the humans to sit on. There's the little patch of gravel in the back that you saw her sitting on before. She's sitting sort of in the middle of the backyard on top of one of the humans' ottomans and has a very soft, opulent looking cushion on it.
So I'm probably like kind of towards the back, just kind of like frozen. Like this is not where I should be caught. Like I don't want to seem like I have been here before, or I. So I'm just kind of sitting in the back, like looking around, like pretending to be wide eyed, like, oh wow, look at this big place. Like
All
oh,
right.
really taking it all in.
You are trying to use a deception. Roll your purr.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
I rolled a 16. I'm the best liar. None of y'all know I've been here.
Kirsch and Dirtcat in the back with you, and they absolutely believe that you've never been here before, and they're very wide eyed with you. Dirtcat is very, very wide eyed. He has never seen anything like this ever. Um,
I lean over to Kirsch and whisper, This is almost as nice as my owner's home.
Nice. Kirsch, do you respond?
I'm just looking around, confused.
The large white cat on the opulent ottoman jumps down and starts to sniff around the sausage. Anthony, darling, this is exquisite. She's sniffing around as if she owns it.
Uh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Jitters. Who do I have the pleasure of addressing?
She looks up at you and walks a little closer to you, examines your face for a moment, and then walks all the way around you and then back up to the front. She glances over at Anthony and she says, "Yes, the resemblance is uncanny."
Huh?
What does that mean?
Wait, my resemblance? I don't know of any cat that I know of that looks. I mean, hey, Snuffles, did you ever know that I looked like someone?
I mean, you kind of look like you, but
Yeah.
clean. You look clean. I mean, man, you look pretty
Oh,
good.
that is true. I have had a fresh bath. I have to admit, my fur has not been this fluffy in quite a while. You know, life on the street kind of does that to you. But yeah, I guess if I mean, it's nowhere near as beautiful as yours, my lady. Leaving like a blank there, so hopefully she fills it in.
She gets very close to you. Her her face, her whiskers, her fur smells like warm vanilla. She's intoxicating. She
And you
says,
smell terrific.
"Oh, darling, thank you. Flattery will get you well almost everywhere. You may call me Victoria."
Victoria, pleasure to meet you, milady.
She takes a look at your face and she says, "The golden fur, the broad shoulders. I mean, you don't see it, do you?"
I'm gonna I'm gonna be a little bit more. Ooh, golden haired, broad shoulders. I'm gonna be like, ooh, yes. I like. I. She's like, I've never been complimented before, so I'm enjoying every moment of the flattery.
She takes a couple of steps back. She's still facing you. She does that little back walk thing that cats do. And she tilts her head to the side and says, "If you squint just right when the light is behind you, darling, yes, the resemblance is uncanny. Anthony, I didn't believe it when you told me, but it is interesting."
Why? Thank you.
Wait,
Wait.
you know
Um.
Anthony?
She is so precious. Oh, Anthony, you should have brought them to me sooner. She's adorable. Princess Snowball, my dear, aren't you going to introduce me to your friends?
Wait. What?
You know Princess?
You know Snow? You know Princess Snowball? When did this happen?
Well, darling, it's so strange. Normally, you have so much to say, and now it's like the mouse has got your tongue, dear.
Well, of course. These are my friends. This is Kirsch. Wow. I'm so tongue tied. I can't even say my friends' names. Um, yeah, and I introduced them, and I'm like just stumbling the whole time, like I actually am in real life. Genuinely very caught off guard.
Oh.
So,
Wow, she just sold
when
me out
do
so
I
fast.
do I notice her stumbling?
Roll your instinct. I don't think it's going to be a real high check, but
Hmm.
It's a I have a 70 and I wrote a 65.
Yeah, no, this is the most uncomfortable you've ever seen Princess Snowball. Even when she's dead friggin' wrong, she's still walking around with this confidence and air of like whatever. But she's sweating it right now.
Oh, Snowball, you got some explaining to do.
Who?
We'll see about the princess later.
That's the weirdest thing anyone's ever said to me.
You
Okay.
you have some explaining to do, and we will see if you get the princess back in a few moments. I mean, you're lucky that you are introducing us to such a
Well, luckily for me, you have
magnificent
nothing to
and
do with what
benevolent.
my name is.
Wait. Why is everybody so mad?
That's a great question, Kirsch.
Dirt Cat's ears have gone flat against his head, and he has started to slowly tiptoe towards where he might be able to make a quick exit. Snuffles has moved a little closer to Kirsch in a very sort of protective stance, leaving Princess Snowball kind of standing in the middle of the backyard, kind of all by herself on this spot.
Wow. Y'all are shady. That's Francis. I don't think Princess Snowball would say it just like that, but y'all are shady.
Oh, that was very entertaining. And she walks back to the sausage and starts to sniff it again. And she says, Anthony, dear, do tell me the story of this sausage. This appears to be one of Lord Sassafras's treaty tokens.
Oh, did he?
Anthony says, well, you're right about that. We have been sent to parlay with the coyotes.
Are the coyotes
She
here? Is that
continues to
why we
sniff the
stopped
sausage.
here? I'm still really confused.
Are you going to explain what we're doing here, Anthony?
Queen Victoria walks up to Kirsch, and as she does this, Snuffles gets a little bit closer to Kirsch. His hackles are up. He's ready to roll. Um, darling, you're here because Anthony has no scruples.
Okay, and with this, as soon as she says no scruples, I'm gonna be like, Snuffles, broomstick, and I'm kind of like in a questioning way.
Snuffles,
Huh?
because you said it in a questioning way, now he's confused. He didn't know if that was the command or if
Well,
you
as
were
in like,
asking him
oh
a
no, that's
question.
I was asking
He's
him.
looking at you really confused.
I'm gonna say that it's kind of like a, hey, buddy, broomstick, broomstick, and then it's kind of like a, are you ready? And he'll give me the okay, and then we go.
Uh,
Hmm.
Snuffle says, I see the broomstick. And he's looking at the
Where?
sausage.
What are you talking
Okay,
about? Why is everybody talking so confusing today?
I'll be like, and then I'll be like, go, and I'm going to try. I'm assuming I'm closer to the who's closer to the sausage.
You would be the closest.
Okay, so I'm going to go for the sausage, and as I'm like running for the sausage and trying to find and be like to get out,
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm assuming that what's his name, Snuffles is going to take care of Kirsch.
Okay. I'm actually writing down real quick the order that you guys are standing in. And as things are going to start to move quickly, it's kind of like initiative, but not quite. I'm going to ask each person to kind of make an action. Snowball, Kirsch. Oh gosh, there's so many cats. Um, Snuffles,
And whose fault is that?
It might be a combination of things. Um, okay, and then you've got Anthony, and you've got Queen Victoria in the front. Okay. So Jitters, yes. What is your first action? What is the first thing you want to do?
So after we both Snuffles and I both agree broomstick,
Mm-hmm.
he what is his react when I say broomstick to him? Is his kind of like a nod and broomstick?
The first thing he does is put himself between Kirsch and Queen Victoria.
Okay. So my first movement is running to get the sausage while saying get out of here.
You're gonna grab for the sausage. Roll your paws.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say pounce.
No, you're
Um,
not trying to outrun the sausage. You're trying
I know
to grab.
I was trying to like move there
Trying to
quickly
chase
and
down
then
the sausage.
that's a
I mean,
sneaky sausage.
the sausage is fresh, but it's not that fresh.
Yes. Okay, I have a 50 and I rolled a 13.
You run up to it, and what does it look like when you grab the sausage? I'm gonna let you do that. I want to hear.
It's just it is my whole goal is not to stay here long. My goal is
Mm-hmm.
to grab the sausage and get out. So I'm like, I like do like a quick reflex move to grab and then like immediately head towards the nearest exit.
Roll your instinct real quick to determine
Okay.
which is the nearest exit.
Oh, I have a 70. I wrote a 73.
Mm. So you have a couple choices. You could run back the way you came in. At the back of the garden is sort of a short hill that you could go up that way, or you could try and make a left and see if you can go down the other side of the house.
I would say that my instinct would be to go out the way I came in.
Awesome. So you grab the sausage and head that way. Um, Queen Victoria is the next closest to the sausage. She actually ignores what Jitter is doing and she pounces right in front of Princess Snowball. And she says in a low, purring voice, "Darling, next time I ask you to do something for me, be a dear and do it, or this is what happens." And she goes running off to follow Jitters. Kirsch, you are next. What do you do?
Uh, so, jeez, there's a lot going on all at once, and it's hard. Um, I think I'm gonna try to run towards Victoria and be like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I don't think you're being really nice right now.
You come around the side of Snuffles and you say that to Queen Victoria after she's delivered her message to Princess Snowball, which you didn't quite hear, but you were definitely under the impression that it was unpleasant. You say this to her, she turns to you and gives you a bap right
Mm.
across the nose.
Hey,
Snowball, what do you do?
Um, I just kind of, I'm like frozen in place for a second, just kind of staring at her, and then I turn around and try to run. Just
So you're running away. Roll your pounce.
oh, I'm so glad I just upped my pounce. Almost like I knew I was gonna need to run away, and it did not help. I
oh
got a
no.
62, and I have a pounce of 55.
Mm. You go to run off and you're running so fast and so blindly, you actually go head into butt of Jitters as he's trying to get out. Snuffles, seeing Queen Victoria take a swipe at Kirsch, is having none of it and swipes Queen Victoria back. and gets her sturdily across the nose. Anthony, who is the last in this sort of order, well, Dirtcat already started to run off. Anthony is going to actually also run off, but he's going to go to the left and down the other side of the house. That brings us back to Jitters. Jitters, you've just been butt-butted by a panicking, running, who's never run this fast in her entire life, Princess Snowball.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to, and I'm just like, everyone, run! And then I'm like, all I said was everyone run, and I'm just getting out of there.
Roll your pounce to continue to run.
Ah, yeah,
Just
60, and
him?
I haven't. I rolled an 82.
Yeah, should I roll too?
You haven't run yet.
Okay.
Yeah, her headbutting you puts you off balance just a little bit, but you do manage to retain control of the sausage. Queen Victoria, having been bopped in the nose by Snuffles, gives Princess Snowball a last before hopping back up into the ottoman and then enjoying the rest of the show. Kirsch, what would you like to do?
I'm still feeling very lost, so I think I'm going to follow Jitters's lead and start running like in his direction.
Roll your pounce. Kirsch's pounce.
Where's? Oh, there it is. I thought my dice went missing. Uh, wait, is that a 60? That is a 90. Dang it, that's a 92.
You're lost. You don't know which way to go. Snuffles is going to try and grab you and lead you in the right direction. Sweet. He kind of gives you, when mama cats grab onto baby cats to kind of
Mm-hmm.
on their neck to kind of change direction.
Yeah,
You
the
smack
scuff.
into one of the chaise lounge legs, and he kind of pulls you by the collar and drags you in the right direction where you can start following Jitters out into the street. Snowball, what are you doing? Oh no, did we lose Snowball?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Well, first of all, who? Second of all, sorry. Can you repeat the last like 5 seconds?
Kirsch tried to run off, but was confused and kind of smacked into a piece of patio furniture where Snuffles was able to kind of grab her by the collar and pull her into the right direction.
Okay. So we did make it out in the end. Like, did I get out? Or do I need to run again?
You're alongside the house with Dirt Cat and Jitters, who has the sausage. Yes.
Great, let's keep running.
Pounce!
$65.
Out of what is your
55.
mm,
You really ate that tuna for nothing, huh?
it's really getting crowded in the area between the house. You guys are making headway, but you're kind of squeezing through. This is not a clean exit by any means. You're stuck in there with Dirt Cat. Again, you're all making progress, but he's kind of stuck there with you. It's moving a little bit slowly because even though his leg is feeling better, he still had a lot of damage to his right leg and he's slowing you down a little bit. You hear Anthony, you can hear on the other side of the house, you assume it's Anthony, has made it to the street. Jitters.
I'm gonna keep on running. I'm gonna try to also. Do I see Anthony?
Not quite yet. If you make a good roll, you'll probably, after this, be out on the street and you might be able to see him.
All right, then yeah. My plan is to head back to the clearing where Lord Sassafras is.
Okay.
So that's my end goal, and whatever direction. I mean, I'm assuming that I'm probably going to have to head back the way we came.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm just bolting as quickly as I can towards that direction. So what do I have to roll?
Oh, I'm sorry, Pounce.
Pounce. Okay.
I'm all
This
listening
one.
intently.
Ah, finally. 19.
You manage to get out of the space between the two houses. You look, and Anthony is in the middle of the street between you and your exit. And he's not looking aggressive, but he's definitely he's looking for you.
Oh, does he see me or is he just
Oh yeah, he's in the middle of the street looking right at you.
okay? So yeah, so I just try to. Um, do I have to actually do something first or?
We're gonna go. Let's see. Queen Victoria is just enjoying the show, so she's not doing anything. Kirsch, do you continue to run up the side?
Yeah. Do I need to roll
Um,
again or?
Pounce real quick, and Snowball. If you're gonna do the same, you can roll your pounce real quick. Dirtcat's gonna do the same. Ooh, he's doing better.
Pounce.
Yes, please.
Oh my god. Okay, I quit. If I roll a 60 something one more time on pounds, I seriously took that extra 5 points to get 55 for nothing because that's the third time in a row I've rolled 60 something.
Oh my gosh.
I got a 26 out of 75. So.
You and Snuffles are like bam out onto the street, and you see Jitters, who has paused for a second, and Anthony is in the middle of the street, kind of going. Princess Snowball, this is running for your life is not something you're particularly used to, so you're a little bit slower getting out into the street. Jitters, you see Anthony in the street. He's looking a little frantic.
Okay. Is he blocking my path towards going back towards what is it called? The clearing?
He is in your way, but not actively blocking you. Like he's not trying to stop you.
Okay. Um I'm going to gut check him. I'm going to charge
Oh,
and just like
jeez.
full on shoulder, what is that called in hockey when they like just check you against the whole goal is to knock him off his feet and then keep running.
Sweet. You're using your body to do that, but it isn't your fighting. What is better, your paws or pounce?
My pounce is better.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Because I'm not really using my paws. I'm more of like just flying at them.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, like one of two things that I'm trying to go for is either completely hit him or to get him go and move out of the way,
Okay.
kind of a thing. And oh crap! So I have a 60 and I rolled a 91.
Okay. You go to body check him and you just happen to miss. He steps out of your way because he's not really trying to stop you or fight you. And he's panting at this point. He's like, dude, man, you you don't understand.
That you just sold us out.
You don't you don't understand. You don't know what it's like.
Trust me, I know what it's like on the streets. And if I can, I'm going to just keep on running or wait for my next
Frankly,
turn.
it sounds like you trying to look out for your own skin has just gotten you committed to way too many people. And it's what's going to get you killed one of these days.
And he looks at
And
Princess
that's
Snowball
coming from Princess Snowball.
because you didn't.
Yes. And did I not almost just pay for it? So let's have learned a lesson. It doesn't seem like you have. And I feel like this has probably been going on for much longer.
We can't we can't go back.
Why not?
Nope. You can't go back. And I'm
He'll kill me and they'll kill me and she'll try to kill me. Don't you understand? You guys, you don't understand.
But then why did you go to her in the first place?
I don't have a lot of choices.
Okay, what's going on?
I'm running. I don't want to hear his story. I'm like, guys, come on, let's get out of here.
I want to hear his story. What's happening?
You know exactly what's happening. Just like you said, too many commitments, too many allies, but I've had to do what I've had to do to survive.
Well, what exactly is threatening your life that you need so many allies?
You saw them. You said you saw them. You said they tried to shake you down.
The other raccoon?
Oh, I get it. You
I
have
don't
a
get
bad.
it.
He has run amok of the mafia, and he's hoping that either the queen in there or Lord Sassafras will protect him. Well, let's see how well Lord Sassafras protects him after he finds out that you've been double dealing. And I'm gonna run off.
But what does this have to do with the coyotes?
As Kirsch is running down the street after Jitters in the echo of the night, you hear a small cat. What does that have to do with the coyote? As you run down the street back towards the clearing, you don't see alone, sitting in the middle of the street, a despondent, abandoned Anthony as he sits there, panting from the gutters of the neighborhood. Small paws start to creep up and pull themselves out. And that is where we'll end for tonight.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, you guys.
Did we just go in a completely different direction than what you anticipated?
No, it's not so bad. You saved the sausage. So that
Oh.
was our main goal for today. Thank you for listening to Chapter 7 of the 9 Trials, Coyote Parlay, Part 1. If you're enjoying the story, consider supporting the podcast by becoming a Patreon member. You could earn an Inkborn.Studio sticker, get exclusive content, or have an upcoming character named after you. Until next time, friends, don't lose track of your sausage.